What is the difference between endocrine glands and exocrine glands? Both are derived from epithelial tissue, but they differ in their mode of secretion and their target. Endocrine glands release hormones directly into the bloodstream, so they are ductless. Once in circulation, these hormones act on distant organs and tissues to regulate body functions. Endocrine secretions are typically involved in long-term processes like growth, metabolism, reproduction, and stress response. Here are some examples. The pituitary gland, which controls many other endocrine glands. The thyroid gland, which regulates metabolic rate. The adrenal glands, which release stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. The pancreas, in its endocrine role, produces insulin and glucagon to control blood glucose levels. Although endocrine glands do not have ducts, their hormones are powerful chemical messengers that coordinate complex physiological processes throughout the body. Exocrine glands secrete substances through ducts either to the surface of the body or into internal cavities. Their secretions are not hormonal, but they serve important roles in digestion, lubrication, thermoregulation, and protection. Here are some common examples. Salivary glands release saliva into the mouth to aid digestion and moisten food. Sweat glands help regulate body temperature through evaporative cooling. Sebaceous or oil glands secrete sebum, which lubricates and waterproofs the skin and hair. The exocrine portion of the pancreas produces digestive enzymes that travel through a duct to the small intestine. Even though they operate locally, these glands are essential for maintaining homeostasis across multiple organ systems. Exocrine glands can be either unicellular or multicellular. The main example of a unicellular gland is the goblet cell, which secretes mucus directly onto the surface of epithelial tissue. Most exocrine glands, however, are multicellular and can be further categorized by the structure of their ducts and the shape of their secretory units. If the gland has a single, unbranched duct, it is called a simple gland. If the duct system is branched, it's referred to as a compound gland. The secretory portion itself can be shaped like a tube, which is called tubular, or like a sac, which is called alveolar or acinar. Some glands have regions with both shapes and are classified as tubulo-alveolar. This classification helps us describe the physical architecture of the gland, not what it secretes or how it secretes it. Exocrine glands differ not only in structure, but also in how they release their products. There are three major modes of secretion. Merocrine secretion is the most common. In this method, cells release their products by exocytosis without losing any part of the cell. Examples include sweat glands and salivary glands. Holocrine secretion involves the rupture of entire cells, which release their contents into the duct. This is seen in sebaceous glands, where whole cells fill with oil, burst, and become part of the secretion. Apocrine secretion is intermediate. A portion of the cell membrane and cytoplasm pinches off, carrying the secretory product with it. This occurs in mammary glands, which release lipid components of milk through this method. Understanding these mechanisms helps explain differences in glandular function and in the nature of their secretions.